am going to explain the chemical equation and chemical reaction. This is the class 10 topic, chemical reactions and equations. Every day we observe so many things, so many changes in our day-to-day life, just like curdling of milk, burning of paper, ripening of fruits. All these are what? All these are chemical changes. What are the chemical changes? Now, the question arises in our mind is that what are the chemical changes? The chemical changes are those permanent changes in which the new substances are formed with the new properties. Just we take an example of a formation of water. H2 plus O2, it gives H2O. It means hydrogen oxygen combines together and form water. Means this hydrogen and oxygen both are gases and it will form a water. The properties of water is totally different from the properties of hydrogen and oxygen. Now, students, come to the point, what is chemical reactions? Chemical reactions are those chemical changes which takes place either by breaking the bonds or making the new bonds is called chemical reactions. We take an example of a chemical reaction. Suppose magnesium is burned in presence of oxygen, it gives magnesium oxide. So I wrote here like that, Mg plus O2 it gives MgO. So what does it mean? It means that those chemical reactions in which a magnesium ribbon is burned, it gives a magnesium oxide. This magnesium oxide is formed like a white PPT or burning with a dazzling sound with a large amount of heat is released. So the properties of magnesium oxide is totally different from the magnesium and oxygen. As we know that the color of the magnesium is a grayish in color and oxygen is the supporter gas. So any chemical reaction represented like that is called chemical equation. Here Mg is the symbol of magnesium, O2 is the symbol of oxygen and MgO is the formula of magnesium oxide. So in this chapter we just discussed about the types of reactions. Basically, reactions can be written on the basis of two manners. Firstly, some reactions are called skeletal equation, and the another one is called word equation. In the previous year, firstly, everyone should write a reaction in a word form. Just for example, hydrogen reacts with nitrogen, form ammonia. So this is the word equation. Now convert it to the skeletal equation. H2 plus N2, it gives NH3. This form is called skeletal equation, and skeletal equation means the number of hydrogen and nitrogen present here or the number of atoms in the reactant is not equal to the number of atoms on the product side. It may be same or it may not be. So the skeletal equation must be balanced. According to the law of conservation of mass, the mass of reactants will be equal to the mass of products. To follow the law of conservation of mass, this skeletal equation must be balanced. So how it will be balanced? So balancing the equation, we use two types of method. First one is hit and trial method, and second one is partial method. The very much important method is hit and trial method for the class 10 student, and directly or indirectly partial method is also balanced by the hit and trial method. So we take an example to balance this equation, H2 plus N2. Here the 2 hydrogens there, and in the product side 3 hydrogens there, 2 nitrogens here and 1 nitrogen is there. So we can just hit by a number 2. So the number 2 nitrogen is present on the product side and the 2 nitrogen is present on the reactant side. It means nitrogen is balanced. But the number of hydrogen is 2, 3 are 6. Here in the product side, number of hydrogen is 6 and the number of hydrogen on the reactant side is only 2. So we can also hit it by another number 3. 3 to just 6. 6 hydrogen is there, 2 nitrogen is there. Here is also 2 nitrogen and 6 hydrogen. Means this reaction is balanced now. We take some more examples for writing the word equation, convert it to the skeletal equation and now balance it. Hydrogen plus chlorine, it gives hydrogen chloride. This is the word equation. Convert into the skeletal equation. H2 plus Cl2, it gives HCl. Here the 2 hydrogen is there, 1 H is there. So multiply by 2. So this equation is now come to the balanced form. We take another example. Copper sulfate reacts with iron to form iron sulfate and copper. Convert into the skeletal form. CuSO4 reacts with Fe, it will form FeSO4 plus Cu. If this equation is balanced, one Cu is there, one Cu is also there, SO4, SO4, one Cu. This equation is already balanced. We take another third example. Aluminium on burning means reacts with oxygen gives aluminium oxide. Convert into the skeletal form. Aluminium is represented by air, oxygen, so gas, is represented by O2. And it will convert into it will give us a aluminum oxide. Means the formula of aluminum oxide is Al2O3. 2 air is present here, so multiply by 2 air. But 3 oxygen is here, means here we cannot multiply by 3. So how it will be converted into? So 3 oxygen we can multiply here by 2. 2 to the 4, 4 aluminum is there. So we just rub it and write it here 4 before aluminum. So 4 aluminum, reactant and product both are equals. But what about the oxygen? 3 to the 6 oxygen is here. So we can multiply it by oxygen multiplied by 3 before the oxygen. So by this type of methods we can balance the different types of reaction. We take another example. Barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, gives barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. Convert into the formula. BaCl2 reacts with Na2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus NaCl. Is this equation balanced? No. Clarify that one B is there, it's okay. 2 Cl, but here is only 1 Cl. So write it before NaCl 2. 2 Na, this is also 2 Na, 1 SO4 means now this equation is balanced. So this is the hit and trial method, and this is the very easiest method to balance any of the reactions. The main important question arises in our mind: how we can identify, how we can judge the chemical reaction is taking place or not. How we can judge that the chemical reaction is just takes place surrounding in our surrounding. So some features of chemical reaction is also here. If you find out this type of changes, So you can easily judge there is chemical reactions takes place. First one, formation of precipitate. Precipitate is written in a short notation PPT. PPT. A new solid composition, a new solid product is formed, means the formation of PPT takes place. If we take an example here, barium sulfate, barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, gives barium sulfate plus NaCl. Now this is balance equation, and the color of barium sulfate is white, and barium chloride is also colorless. This is also colorless, and this barium sulfate is in a solid form. So we can say that the formation of new PPT takes place. Second one, changing color. Whenever you all saw, if you all saw that there is a change in color takes place, means there is a chemical reaction takes place. Ripening of fruits is a chemical change. How we can identify that? This equation is also shows this example of this one, changing color. Colorless reactant converted into the colored product, means the chemical reaction takes place. We take another example, copper sulfate. The solution of copper sulfate is blue. It will react with the iron and convert into the greenish color of ferrous sulfate and copper solid. So there is color change also takes place. Another example of this one, lead nitrate react with potassium iodide. It will give us lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Firstly, balance this equation. Now it is balanced. These two are colorless, but the color of lead iodide is yellow, and it will form in a solid PPT denoted by small s. Third one, changing temperature. Some of the reactions required heat and some releases the heat. Means some reactions which absorb heat is called endothermic reactions, and those reactions which evolve heat during the reaction is called exothermic. Endothermic reaction means, we take an example, ammonium chloride. Whenever you want to dissolve ammonium chloride into water, it requires a little amount of heat. And in the exothermic reaction, we take an example of exothermic reaction. Calcium oxide dissolved into water, it will give us a calcium hydroxide and releases some amount of heat. So this reaction is called exothermic and this reaction is called endothermic. Okay. Now come to the next changes. Fourth one, evolution of gas. Evolution of gas. Suppose a metal reacts with an acid, it will give us a salt and releases gas, and that gas is hydrogen. Zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid, it will give us a zinc chloride, it's a solid, and it releases a H2. So we can also identify where there is a evolution of gas takes place, means there is a chemical reaction is going on. There is a chemical reaction takes place. Okay. So here is some examples. I am writing here some questions for you. Everyone should write all the questions. These all questions are related to the balancing the equation. So I am writing equation. You just solve it at your home. Thank you. So students, here are 10 word equations. Everyone you have to write into the Slater equation, then convert into the balanced equation. So that's all for today. Stay at home, safe from your coronavirus in your family. Thank you so much.